G'day guys, my name is Jaden, welcome back to my channel. I'm at London Heathrow Terminal 3. Today I'll be flying American Airlines 787 Flagship Suite from here to Chicago. A very exciting product, I can't wait to try it. Now without further ado, let's go in and check in. The 1 week long tube strike started last night, so to be safe, we took the night bus from central London and we got here nice and early. At Heathrow Airport, American Airlines used Terminal 3. They're the largest US-based airline at Heathrow. From London Heathrow to Chicago, they have 3 daily flights. Their partner airline, British Airways, also has 3. As of editing this video, American Airlines is flying their flagship suite between Chicago and London, Philadelphia and London, as well as Philadelphia and Zurich. For those flying business class, you'll find priority check-in at aisle D. American Airlines also got dedicated counters for those flying in first class and passengers with One World Emerald status, such as American Platinum Pro, British Airways Gold, or Qantas Platinum. Once you've checked in, you may head upstairs for security. There's fast track available for those flying in business and first. For One World Premium passengers, Heathrow Airport is a lounge heaven. At Terminal 3, British Airways, American Airlines, Qantas and Cathay operate their own lounges. They all got a separate business and first class lounge, with the exception of Qantas. We got a lot of time today because I got here early, so we're going to check out a few lounges. Let's start with American, the airline we're flying with. With my Qantas Platinum or One World Emerald status, I was guided into the first class lounge. Situated right behind the entrance door of the first class lounge is a self-serve Moet champagne bar. Once I got my glass of champagne, I moved down to the restaurant. At this time of the day, they're only serving breakfast. They're offering a variety of cooked-to-order egg dishes as well as avocado toast, American pancakes and waffles. For those who want to savour an English breakfast, you'll find that at a buffet. You're more than welcome to bring those over to the restaurant. At the American lounge, they haven't got barista coffee, there's only an espresso machine, and here's my first glass of champagne of the day. Please count how many champagnes I'm having today, and then leave that in the comment down below. From the a la carte menu, Mum got the avocado toast, and I got egg royale, so there's a poached egg and salmon. I was hoping for the runny egg effect, but there was nothing. It was a failed shot. The service at the restaurant was great, and the buffet and a la carte were great as well, but other than that, the lounge is quite dated. It's really giving just a lounge, nothing that special at all. Therefore, this lounge isn't very popular among frequent flyers. We're now going to move on to the Qantas London Lounge. This is a combined business class and first class lounge. There are 2 floors to this lounge. Downstairs you'll find the a la carte restaurant. It opens at 9:30. It's only 8:30 at the moment, so we're going to sit upstairs. You can either climb the stairs or take a lift. Majority of the amenities you'll find it upstairs, so there's a bar, buffet, shower and toilets, as well as comfortable seating. They're serving hot English breakfast at a buffet similar to the American first class lounge. Each toilet cubicle upstairs is its own room. This gives you extra privacy. You can put on makeup and brush your teeth without people looking. Oh, there's also cahoots. They make changing clothes a bit easier. Coffee drinkers would appreciate the barista coffee at the bar. I got myself a chai latte. Mum got a cappuccino. Mum's busy calling Hong Kong. I was busy replying to emails and DMs. It's nearly 9:30. I got a note flat white. Once I finish, we're going to move downstairs for the restaurant. 9:30 AM sharp, we moved downstairs and secured a table. The waitstaff gave us water and menu. Unfortunately here, they don't serve you champagne unless you're flying first class, but they do offer South Australian sparkling. The restaurant also features a gin bar, and I ordered a QF2 from the menu. It's got a slice of orange and also an April ice cube. It's a fancy April spritz. The main reason we visited the Qantas lounge is for the salt and pepper squid. It's a Qantas signature dish across their lounge network. Sprinkle some salt and dip it in the sauce. Ooh la la. Ah, delicious. Off we go to the third lounge, Cathay Pacific First Class. Cathay American and Qantas lounges are all located within 100-meter radius. Consistency is key. Cathay nailed it. The London lounge look almost exactly like the business lounge, also the Pier Lounge in Hong Kong, and basically, literally, all the lounges across the world. So really every time you go into a Cathay lounge, it feels like home. The London First Class Lounge would be the only first class lounge outside of Hong Kong. It shares the same bathroom facilities as the business, but in the first class lounge, you've got a restaurant. It's a little bit busy at the moment. Initially the lounge attendant didn't want to let me in. There was a Cathay flight to Hong Kong departing at the same time as my Chicago flight, so there are a lot of Cathay Diamond members departing for Hong Kong, sitting inside the lounge. There were also a few members who just arrived from Hong Kong, waiting for their connecting flights. So the lounge attendant said, I can let you into the business but not the first, it's quite busy. Priority must be given to Cathay members. I explained to her I've been to the business lounge a few times but never been to the first. And then she went in for a quick look to see if they can let me in. And then she let me into the first class lounge with an open arm. The interaction between me and the lounge staff was really polite. So that's my advice to you if you want to go into the Cathay lounge, but you're not flying with Cathay. My tummy is full of food and champagne. I need to go out for a walk. We're not going to check out the BA lounge. We haven't got time and it's not that amazing, I heard. Gate today is 29, a short 5-minute walk from duty free and 2 to 3 minutes from the lounges. Gate 29 is one of the many gate lounges at Terminal 3, so they scan your boarding pass and document, and then you have to wait in a room until boarding is called. A bit like Singapore Airport, but without security screening. Here's our aircraft today that'll bring us all the way to Chicago. A half-year-old American Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner with a registration of November 849 Alpha November. It entered service on the 7th of June 2025 with the new seats on board already. Concierge key members were boarded first, followed by business class. One World Emerald members don't get priority, ahead of anyone flying in business. Quite a few travellers decided to cut in front of me and my mom, and I know they are frequent flyers with all the bag tags. It's really poor form.
Good morning, 13A. 13A is right here to your right.
Thank you. Welcome on board all new American Airlines business class, laid out in a 1-to-1 configuration. Reverse herringbone. I'm seated at 13A today, in the mini cabin, with only 5 rows. Compared to the older seats, the new seats feature more beige and light touches. Here's a quick look at the new cabins behind. This would be premium economy in a 232 configuration. Economy in a 333 configuration.
One thing about the seat configuration on this aircraft that you need to know is that none of your items can be down before it's well.
Inside this bag, you'll find your blanket and pillow. For takeoff and landing, all bags, including that bag, need to go up to the overhead locker bin. For this daytime flight to Chicago, the crew have prepared you with a bottle of water, luxury headphones, and an amenity kit. Inside you'll find eye shades, lotions, earplugs, and dental kits. I was pleasantly surprised to see a pair of slippers waiting for me. I think it's the first time on a Western carrier not flying to Asia they're offering slippers. On this 8-hour flight to Chicago, they'll offer lunch after takeoff and a light meal before landing. For lunch, they are offering beef, chicken, salmon, and a vegetarian pasta. Originally, I ordered a beef brisket, but that was on a flight to Philadelphia. I had a last-minute flight change plan, so understandably, my meal request did not follow on the new flight. When the crew came to me for a meal order, he's only got chicken left, so I guess I'm having chicken for lunch. The crew just went around the cabin for welcome drinks. Due to American aviation regulations, welcome drinks have to be served in a plastic cup. I had a glass of champagne in a fancy plastic cup. I'll now show you the seat features of the all-new American Airlines Flagship suite. Within reach, you'll find USB port, USB-C and A, as well as universal power socket. TV remote, you can control your volume, brightness. There's also a flight attendant call bell. There's a seat control panel including a do not disturb sign. In addition to the overhead reading light, there's a reading light next to you. In this storage compartment, you'll find headphone jack and a hook for your headphones.
How are you?
Push that tiny button and the flap would come up. You can store smaller items like your phone and passport inside. There's also wireless charging. Tray table is now located in front of you. You literally just pull it out. There's no button to press. It's a really large tray table, no problem placing a laptop on it. The new seat is taking all the boxes and hooks. There's a hook for your coat, hook for your slippers, and a hook for your headphones. If you think I've done a horrible job explaining the seat features, please like, comment and share, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe. There's also a leaflet explaining all the seat features. Importantly for the suite door, you can only operate that once we've taken off. Our flight attendants or cabin crew are now introducing themselves to their passengers and taking meal orders.
Hi, Mr. Wong. How are you? I'm very good.
All the crew today are lovely. It's going to be a great flight to Chicago. We've still got some time before we go. I'll quickly show the in-flight entertainment. American Airlines offer a great variety of TV shows and movies, endless of them. As you can see, the new screen is quite reflective. It's like a mirror or mirror. So that's my first complaint. And my second complaint is the Wi-Fi. It's not free. You have to pay even if you're seated in business. Pushback today is approximately 10 minutes late. Not too bad considering the tube strike and the crew, as a result, were late. Not that they were taking the tube, but there was a traffic jam.
You're here with us today. Your safety is a priority. So
Welcome to our American Airlines flight. On its way to one of our many destinations across the globe. Made possible by our dedicated team members, who all do it for one reason. As always, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your journey more enjoyable.
American Airlines, thank you for flying with us today. A special welcome to Advantage members, One World frequent flyers, and our partner airline guests. If you are not an Advantage member, you can sign up at aa.com to earn miles for today's flight and continue earning miles with our retail and travel partners. Our Advantage Aviator Red World Elite MasterCard is another great way to earn miles on everyday purchases. Card members enjoy preferred boarding, up to $25 back on in-flight Wi-Fi purchases, a first check bag free on domestic itineraries, and 25% savings on in-flight food and beverage purchases. You get all of these great benefits and more. Not an Aviator card member? Ask your flight attendant for an application, or you can apply in-flight today at myaviatorcard.com.
When you head that close, we will Unless there is an emergency, please do not pull that red emergency tab. Thank you.
I just went to the forward cabin, which is a lot bigger, to say hi to my mum at AF. Thank you. At the same time, the cabin crew were giving out hot towels. The in-flight service today is really quick and efficient. Only 20 minutes after takeoff, we got our snacks, warm nuts and olives. The crew came back shortly to lay out the tray table. I tried out the wireless charging. You need to put it in a very specific position. I really like the new in-flight decor on this aircraft, from the logo on the table and the logo in the galley. There's also a lamp at every seat. It's really beautiful.
No, she's fine where she is. I just want her to grow up to be independent.
Well, now hang on. When Mandy was a baby, she stayed in our room a good while.
Yes, she did. And she's still here.
The crew just gave us drinks. I went for OJ and sparkling water. The crew asked if I wanted ice on both beverages. Within half an hour after takeoff, I got my starter and salad. The crew went around the business class cabin with a bread basket. They got pretzels, whole grain and potato bread. On your meal tray, you'll find butter, salt and pepper shakers, vinegar dressing, and unfortunately we got metal utensils, which are dirty. We got 2 knives and 2 forks, one each is dirty. It seems like they put it in the dishwasher and it didn't do a good job. I can tell because my dishwasher does it all the time. The spinach and rocket salad was nothing special, but the carrots were really good. Now for the main course, I got the confit chicken breast. We're on board American, so naturally the portion is quite huge. I'll be honest, I wasn't too looking forward to this dish. Chicken breast is usually too dry on a plane, so I set my expectation low. American Airlines exceeded my expectation. So is the chicken dry? Maybe a little bit, but when you dip it in the rosemary tomato sauce, oh my gosh, it's perfect though. To make it even better, they kept the chicken skin so it was really moist. Within an hour after takeoff, they were already serving us dessert. This is what I was looking forward to the most when I booked this flight. They were offering cheese plate or the traditional ice cream sundae. I went for all the ingredients except for the berry. The hot fudge and ice cream make a perfect combo. It's a really simple sundae but 100 times better than McDonald's. To finish it off, I had a glass of port wine. It was a really nice glass of port.
Keep your seatbelts fastened about you. With the 7 hours and 41 minutes of flying, scheduled arrival is 2:50. Right now we're showing 10 minutes ahead of schedule. Being on the gate at 2:40 there in Chicago. Last hour, winds were out of the south and temperature was at 57 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Please sit back and relax. Enjoy the flight with us. Thank you.
I just put my seat into a completely flat position. I've also closed my suite door, but unlike the queue suite, it feels less claustrophobic. There's good amount of leg room. There's also extra knee room due to the space right here. They could have easily turned this into a compartment bin, and the bin cover could have been part of your bed. Before I fall asleep, I checked out the lavatory once again. This one is located in the galley between the 2 business class cabins. This lavatory is massive. It features a baby diaper changing table, and like many new planes, you don't need to touch the bin cover to open it. There's a pedal. The bed is really comfortable. Although there's no mattress topper, the seat itself is quite soft. I'm now going to dim my window. On the 787, there's no window blinds. You simply press the button below each window to dim it. I'm going to save some port wine until I wake up. Jesus Christ! My window is completely dimmed, yet the sunlight managed to get into my cabin. Thankfully I was wearing my sleep mask, so it didn't affect my 2 hours sleep, but when I took it off, it scared the life out of me. In the galley, you'll find a mini snack bar. There are bottles of water, popcorn and crisps. I wish they got sundae as well. When I was stretching in the galley, a crew member just woke up and came down from the bunk. I asked him if I could have a machine-made coffee. He said no problem, I just woke up, I'll try my best. It was a really good cappuccino. Not many airlines have espresso machines on board. I'm glad American Airlines got them. For Wi-Fi, you need to pay $16 for 2 hours or $25 for the whole flight.
I didn't touch M&Ms.
Whilst I was watching Below Deck Down Under, every 10 minutes, the screen would begin a slight show and turn dark, but the actual film continues. You can hear the audio. That's a tiny teething issue American needs to fix. Throughout the day flight, the crew would walk around the cabin, do this gesture for those behind the door, in case you want any beverage. The light meal service would commence 1 hour before landing. The service structure on this flight, a quick meal service after takeoff, and a late meal service before landing, maximizes sleeping hours. We're now flying over Canada. This time round I went for a chamomile tea, and for the light meal you've got 2 options. There's a chicken and vegetable gyoza served with Sichuan sauce, I went for that one. There's also a crispy falafel and couscous salad. On the side we got a fruit bowl, a pack of crisps, and ice cream. This is nothing like the sundae. The dumpling or gyoza was really delicious. Sichuan sauce was slightly spicy. I was kinda surprised that they were serving this. On a flight between 2 Western countries, my mum and I were the only 2 Asian passengers on board today's flight. This actually made our flight a bit more memorable, and the service was more personal. When I was in the galley asking for a cappuccino, I didn't tell the crew member where I was sitting. He just knew because I was the only Asian guy on this flight. Moreover though, the cabin crew on today's flight had great memory. During the first meal service, the passenger behind me wanted Coke with no ice. When the passenger asked for Coke again for their second meal, the crew remembered and said, "You want no ice, right?" And I thought that was a nice touch.
As this is your first port of entry into the United States.
Our final destination today is Toronto, Canada. Despite being a different country, passengers on all US flights into the country must go through baggage claim, custom and immigration. They're now showing us a video about US customs and immigration.
You will be directed to the recheck area.
20 minutes. Seatbelt signs coming back on. Kindly ask you to turn your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. Pretty much clear skies, 72 degrees at the airport last hour with some light winds out of the south. Once again, thanks for flying with us here at American Airlines, and hope you have a great day. We will now collect any items you wish to discard. We will be landing soon.
And I'm gonna quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at London Heathrow Terminal 3. There are dedicated counters for business class as well as first class. Oneworld Emerald members can check in via the first class queue. At Heathrow Terminal 3, American business class guests can use British Airways, American Airlines, Qantas and Cathay business class lounges. Generally speaking, Qantas and Cathay are the best options. I used the American first class and I thought that was not as good as the Qantas business. Boarding today's flight was a bit chaotic. There weren't a lot of staff members at the boarding gate, so when they were calling for priority boarding, it was all about honesty. The ground agents and also the cabin crew today though were really nice and friendly. It's my first time flying American long-haul premium cabin, and I thought the new flagship suite was really nice. It feels spacious, and with the door closed, it doesn't feel claustrophobic. The seat or bed were comfortable, and there are a lot of hooks for your slippers, headphones, and clothes. The interior design is also quite beautiful. There could be, however, some improvement. With the exception of the overhead locker, there isn't a lot of storage space, and I kept needing to touch the screen to resume my movie. Also, I wish Wi-Fi could be free of charge, at least for business class. Meal service today was fantastic. The crew were so fast and efficient, which allowed us to maximize our rest. On this 787, they had 2 galleys for business class. I guess that extra amount of space allowed the cabin crew to work more efficiently and easily. Importantly, the food was delicious. The corn-fed chicken breast exceeded my expectation, and the ice cream sundae was top-notch. The gyoza was also surprisingly good. If I have to make a formal complaint about today's flight, it would be the dirty utensils during the first meal service. Whether it's economy or business class, I don't think it's acceptable. So overall today, I had a pleasant flight. It was great. I like the new seats, one of the best reverse herringbone I've ever tried. But I do miss the older reverse herringbone, where the tray table is tucked on the side, not in front of you. That way you get more leg space, especially when you lie down. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Please don't forget to like, comment and share. Most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe. Every week I upload a new video like this one, so don't miss out. Click that bell button as well, so you get notified when I upload. You can also follow my social media like Instagram and Facebook, so you can keep up to date with my travels. After landing, there'll be a vlog. See you later!
Until the seatbelt sign is turned off. And keep the aisles clear of all carry-on items. Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items, like tablets and cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
Folks, we're happy to welcome you to Chicago, and the local time is 2:19 p.m. You're going to clear customs here at Terminal 5. For those of you making connections, American Airlines and American Eagle operate out of Terminal 3, so there will be a short train ride to get over to the other terminal, but it's not too long. You will claim your baggage here at Terminal 5 and then go straight to the recheck desk and have your bags rechecked onto your connection. Once again, we're happy to have you with us today. We thank you for choosing American. We hope to see you soon on another American flight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Welcome to Chicago O'Hare Terminal 5, International Arrival. We're now going to go through immigration, followed by baggage claim and custom. Once you've cleared custom, you can immediately drop your bags with American Airlines if you've got a connecting flight with them. Regardless of what airline, all international arrivals arrive at Terminal 5. All American Airlines departures depart from Terminal 3. We just had to take a people mover. With an inbound or outbound long-haul business class boarding pass, you can use the American Airlines Chicago Flagship Lounge. We stay here for 5 hours before our 8 p.m. flight to Toronto. My next flight is operated by an Embraer E175. It was a short 1-hour flight to Toronto. Tonight we're going to stay at the 4 Points at Toronto Airport. There are 2 4 Points by Sheraton at Toronto Airport, so make sure you go to the right one. I'm staying at the one at Dixie Road. Fast forward to day 2, we rented a car from Toronto Airport and drove down to Niagara. We're staying at the Brook, a Hilton property. The view from the restaurant is stunning. They look like the security guards from Squid Game. This looks fun. We just ordered a latte. Oh my god, it wasn't good. Coffee in Australia and Hong Kong tastes a lot better. Even the cappuccino on American Airlines tasted better. During the summer months, every night at 10 PM, they've got fireworks. That's it for the vlog and trip report today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's longer video. A big shout out and thank you to each and every one of my Patreon member for your contribution to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. So there are more vlogs that I filmed whilst I was in Canada and North America. Stay tuned, there'll be more. And as always, see you next week. Bye!